Good day to wherever you are in the world. I'm FaithNo45 of Clan Anora, and on the 15th of October 2025, the Vallis Undermind update dropped. And for the decorating community, it was a time to celebrate, as both Orbiter and Dojos have been filled with tons of plants, trees, planters, and a horde of new decorations to mould in our spaces. I was joined by Shawki444 and Mad Deivos as we reviewed the hundreds of Dojo items added in this update. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, join our Discord to share all of your builds, and in the comments of this video let me know what your new favourite decorations are from this update. Happy building. Either way. Oh, right. Good, right, we're actually live, it's just popped up on my thing, so we'll give it a second for people to come on in, but we'll do all of our intro stuff first beforehand. So the day is the 15th of October 2025, and the Vallis Undermind, or the Mushroom update that we're calling it, came out today earlier, and it came with a bunch of Orbiter, Dojo, you know, just general decorated goodness all around. And to be fair, I was a bit, you know, caught off guard. I didn't expect us doing this today because previously we did a tour for a preview for all of the last 1999 decorations. So it's nice that we're able to do this again the next update. So I'm very happy about that. Yeah. Welcome on people in the chat. I'm joined by Mad Deivos of Phoenix Retribution and Shawki444 of the Fortress of Lua, and it's apt that on the Mushroom Day we're actually in the Clan the Mushroom Garden to do this, because me and Mad both have an alt here that we can kind of like build in, because as we go through the decorations, last time when we did this, Mad couldn't illustrate his point to me or the people, so we're actually going to be able to do it this time. But yeah, and Mickey, who runs this clan, probably is like, what the hell are these guys doing in here? Yeah.
She did consent.
Yeah, but before we kind of get on, so whilst we're talking now, all the Orbiter stuff added, we'll put a little pop-up of all of the new decorations and the vendors on the screen now, so you can see what was added. So there was like decorations in Old Man Sumbat, Acrifis, Scam Mother, what are some of the others? Oh, wow, I guess blank.
Everyone, like,
yeah.
Tika.
Yeah. Oh, even more stuff in Hombask for the Zariman. Velamir's got some new bits and bobs as well. And because we're not
even Bird Free has new stuff, yeah.
Before we go on, the only thing that annoys me about the Orbiter stuff is the cycling inventories, because I wanted to look at everything that was added to kind of like see what prices they were. So Acrifis, right? So, you know, she only has 2 or 3 items displayed at any time, right? And she has like 30 to 40 new plants. So I'm just like, Jesus Christ. It may be a week before we see it.
I still don't understand why they do this. Like,
oh, it's so dumb.
I get it maybe for like resources and maybe arcanes to a certain degree, but like, why punish decorators even more?
Oh, I know.
Like, that's worst, what I don't understand.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to look at what the new Entratis sarcophagus looked like, because, you know, that actually sounds like, you know, an interesting item, and then it wasn't even on the first rotation. So it's just like, come on, at least put all those. I kind of think that if they do it, at least put for events or new updates, give people like a week minimum where everything's available, and then they can go back to it if they really insist on it. But it's just a bit, because there's no way for us to actually review or cover all the Orbiter stuff when half of it isn't, well, not even 3/4.
Yeah, I absolutely don't envy Pyro Rock, who's right now already working on the new vendor guides.
Yeah. Yeah, rest in peace. Yeah. So we got Shawki.
I was DMing with him earlier. He's like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Yep. The Scam Mother one was hilarious because, like, there's a one planter and another item, and they were both not on there. And I've checked throughout the day, and she hasn't even bothered updating her inventory. So it's just like, yeah.
Yeah, she cycles. She cycles on daily resets.
Yeah, daily resets. Like, not even you know.
Not even hours. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, over Hombask. I mean, Hombask had like 5 items. They're all planters. But the other thing that happened as well was the and to be fair, this change was quite needed was the decrease of prices for a lot of like Humbask, Sumbat, and
100%.
What's the Cephalon Samaras, the guy who wants you to hunt all the time. So very good changes. Like for example, the big Zariman wall, the big 2 times big wall was previously 50 or 60,000? Was it?
The big one.
Yeah,
was
the big one. Yeah.
60k.
60k.
Or
yeah.
50.
No, I think it was 60 or 50. Don't quote us, but basically you'd have to spend 2 days worth of standing to get one, and now it's 20,000 standing. So you can now get 2 in 1 day, which is significantly better. I mean, they're still overpriced. I just like to point out, Humbask is still super overpriced for what the items are worth and stuff like that. But at least you can actually now get more than one of an item a day, which is.
I mean, it's literally double the speed than before, which is okay.
Which is okay.
Ideally, they would like move away from the buy decorations for standing and change it to buy decorations for resources, like they have it for bird free, for example.
Yeah, or a Griffiths, because with the new ones you have to
which had multiple benefits
stuff,
because you have all these like rare resources or like unique resources to that content island, right? Like in Entrati Obols for the Entrati stuff, which you may need in the beginning until you get all your blueprints, but like after that it's just Helminth fodder. And I think the resource variety for Helminth is large enough so that you could excuse like they did for bird free to like buy the stuff for Entrati Ovals, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's like more motivating to play these content islands if you know that you need resource X on that specific for that specific decoration you want to buy, and you can only get it there, so you play that content more, right? Other than just like, oh, okay, let's grind the daily standing cap and then buy 2 items and then wait until tomorrow. This is like so dragging.
Yeah.
And frankly, it's quite the off turn still for new decorators. I mean, it's slightly better now, but it's still not there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very, very welcome change. I mean, so for example, with the 100k items or the whatever the stuff, like the 60k items are all 20k from the bigger vendors. The 100k items are now 20k in Sumbat. So like the what are they called? The like the mannequins with the hat with the helmets for the things you can buy. Yeah. So like it's like the flagpoles and stuff. 100k down to 20k. So. I mean,
which is 80% off, like they said in the patch notes.
Yeah, which I'm happy at least a win to win. It's more accessible, and to be fair, like it's easy to at least grind open world standing. If you just go out and hunt and catch floofs for like 5 minutes, you can clear your standing cap quite easily. So it's less intense, and you can actually get what you're looking for in a day. I mean, it was stupid that you had to spend a week getting one item. It was a bit not ideal. But anyway, so. What we're going to look at here is all the dojo decorations, because in the Noko shop, if you've been in there, I can't remember what the guy's called, but basically all of the items, bar I think one item, are existing dojo items or have been added to the dojo as well. So first of all, DE, thank you, because this is also the first update where the Orbiters and the dojos have got the exact same items, and the dojos have significantly more, because obviously you can't get the super large trees, like that will kind of show, because like they're ridiculously big. But it's been nice to actually have a unity of decorations, because normally it's Orbiter or Dojo, and this time it's Orbiter and Dojo. So it's a very nice welcome change to get all of these in, and they even added a few Zariman decos in as well, just because I know a lot of people were waiting for the other half of the 99 decorations, but they'll come at a later date. But yeah, no, right, we've got a lot to go through. A very quick intermission before we start. So this is where you find the new plants. So basically, hidden away in a mushroom vent to the left of the Fortuna spawn point, you'll find Nightcap. All of the items at Nightcap sales are also available in the dojo. There are, however, unique Orbiter decorations that belong to existing open world vendors, such as Old Man Sumba on Cetus, Smokefinger on Fortuna, who sells the thermal sludge container, Here's the full list of the new Orbiter decos and where to find them on your screen now. So I have a reference from everything that we looked at, and we're in an open space room because some of the items are big and as Mad's placing them. Mad, if we're going through, you can also place some of them as well, because obviously I'll be in the catalogue showing
I will
viewers.
mostly look at your screen, and when I want to explain something, I will just build it.
Okay, cool, perfect. So there'll be a few items I'll bring out anyway, just kind of illustrate the scale of things, but yeah. Shawki, you ready? You in a catalogue or? Yep.
Yeah, already am.
Cool. Right. Okay, I'm gonna face.
Hold on a second. I'm just like skimming through the deco catalogs, and I'm looking at the corpus stuff. That new lighting on some of the modules is absolute magnificent. Holy shit!
Has the lighting impacted the dojo?
Look at the corpus data mining processing unit. Holy shit, that looks so good. Like, you know, I'm a sucker for Bloom, and this is this one. Oh my, you have Bloom off, dude.
No, I don't.
What the hell?
No, I don't. I don't have Bloom off. Hold on, let me check my settings.
Dude, like that.
What do you
no,
mean?
you have it off.
Video Bloom.
What the hell? Why does it look so good on mine and so trash on yours?
50% on. Yeah.
What the fuck?
Have I got smoothing?
Yeah, I have to say.
It's probably one of the graphics settings, because mine looks like Faith as well.
Yeah.
Peasants.
I'm sorry that.
Keep in mind, I have most of my settings on low and medium.
Well, that's because your laptop can't handle it, Shawki.
Yeah, I might need to send some screenshots so we can show it on the video.
Yep. Welcome in, chatters. Welcome in. Yes. Hello, jokes. Bloodshed.
Welcome.
And
yes. Also, Bloodshed pointed out, hooray! You won't have to spend 15 capacity on one green tree, which is very true because before this update, we had to manually craft trees with bushes.
And by the way, before this update, there were 0 green trees in the dojo. 0. Even the bushes and the one tree that kind of moved were like almost brown, like very dark. Nothing was green at all, and this update changes that. And in the last time we did this, I remember saying the one thing I've always wanted in the catalogue was one green tree, and we had like 4 or 5 tree options that had leaves, and now we have like over 50. So it's wild. I didn't expect any of this, so I'm quite happy. Yeah. Right, so I'm in the catalogue. So what we'll do is, we'll just go an overview because there's quite a few things. So if you're watching this video in the past when we originally did this, so they didn't add any new Grineer stuff. They didn't add any new Corpus stuff. They didn't add any new Orokin stuff. They did add some Tenno stuff, which we'll get to in a bit, but we'll show off the very few items they showed off in the Infested tab. So if you scroll down or just type in flower, they added 2 little flowers to this update for the Infested flowers. Infested flower pair and infested flower single. That's a bit of a tongue twister for me there, yeah. So they added these little nodules, which are the more modern updated plants. So I quite like these. These are fun.
They look a little bit like acorns.
A little bit, actually, yeah. Like blood acorns, like... But different, yeah. The thing is, I can see people making fur out of this.
Okay, they are. I want to say they are tiny on max scale. They nearly go up to the knees. They are tiny.
They are tiny.
They're basically Orbiter decos and dojos.
Oh, let me do that. Yeah. So I'm just gonna place one next to Mad over here. Yeah, that is tiny. Look at it.
Oh, and the grid snapping doesn't even go to 1 meter. That's how tiny they are.
And then if I was just to do it fully scaled, I mean, again, it's barely just past his knee. Yeah. So, and the other one is
go to min scale. Go to place one in min scale, please. I want to see that.
So mini.
I can just do it myself. I can decorate.
Hold on. That's
it's
tiny.
Just a dot.
It's just a dot. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, but I can see people isolating parts of this though for like red furs and stuff like that. So
yeah,
that would be quite useful. Also, it's different. Actually, having red plants is nice as well. Yeah.
And it could be used in like small scale sculpting as well, especially if you're making something like you said, fur or something like that.
Yeah. It's very, very good. Right, going back to the catalogue. Obviously, we'll get to the nature stuff last, because there's a bunch of it. There was no new atmospherics that were added. There were no new sentient items added or Solaris items. They surprisingly didn't add any Ostron stuff. Like, normally there's baskets and plants and stuff, so they didn't add anything to this tab. They did add 3 garden items to the things. So if you just type in garden, there are 3 Deviri new items. The Deviri garden bed oblong, round, and semi-oval. So, yeah, they're like mid-sized decorations. One is literally a D, by the way. What? There's a straight up D, yeah. The garden plant is in the Deviri tab, yeah. It's just a D, yeah, literally like a letter D, yeah. Not what you're thinking of, yeah.
Of course, yeah. I was thinking about the letter too, yeah.
But if you look at the semi-oval, they haven't actually extended out the dirt to cover the whole of the little space. Yeah. And
it's one of those decos that you can go one way and you can't go the other. It's not just a texture, by the way.
Yeah, I can tell because if you flip them around like this, there's 0 hitbox to it. Yeah. So this will be a trapdoor item if I've ever seen one. Yeah. Is it on the big bed? Because this one might be a good trapdoor decoration, the oblong one, because let's just say I place it here in front of Mad, right? Can I go through it? Yeah. Oh, this one I can't.
They are gigantic.
Yes.
What the hell?
So yeah, this one here.
Yeah, they can go pretty large, and you can still go through them.
The oblong one I can't. It might be the D one.
Not back, but from the other side. I mean, they're
from the other side. Oh, from this side. Yeah,
see if it's one way.
Oh, it's one way if you go in on the dark side this way, as opposed to the other side. Yeah, because normally you go through this side. Yeah. Yep. Jokes. There is no back texture. There is no back texture. Look at it. It's like they just haven't added the bottom of the decoration. Yeah. So this is a very like one-sided item-faced item. So yeah, the item face is literally what we see here, but it has a mechanic, so that's fun. Right, I'm gonna purge that. Bye, Mad. Anyway, right. So elsewhere, so that was pretty much the only 3 items in the Deviri stuff that was added, and then they added all the other plants in the natural tab. And there were a couple of new ones in the 1999 tab, which, again, I was hoping there would obviously be the beautiful glass windows we were promised, but here we are, waiting forever. Yeah. But so the first item I noticed that was new in this catalogue was the garden bed, which is literally a big square of dirt, which...
and again, the same thing as the garden beds we saw on the Austrian tab. They're one ways, I think.
Yeah, if it's on the other side, because it's actually if you flip it around like this, you've actually got one side that's like a perfectly square wooden frame.
That's the cheapest picture frame I've seen, dude. Like 1 cap, really?
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
you cannot go through it. By the way, it's not a one way. It's just that it's missing a texture. That's it.
I can kind of go through it. I just went through it, so let me scale it up. See if it's.
Hold on. Let me see. Preview decoration.
Yeah.
Oh no,
exactly.
I can't. Yeah. All right.
Oh damn!
So
Pull a jump.
To be fair though, this has a use though, because you could use this as like a window.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, you could easily use this as a window to see out of. Yeah, if you want to build a perspective build, because there's no annoying glass in the way that smears what the decorations look like. So yeah, so that's quite useful. Anyway, back to the tabby tab. 99. There we go. So then they added a few 2 decorations over from the garden bed. They added the hanging flower pot narrow and hanging flower pot wide, which I believe are also decorations that were added to Noko's nursery. I think that's what it's called, the nursery from the new vendor. Yeah.
Which is really cool. I like this decoration already.
Yeah. Let me place it in the middle. Yeah.
Because I will prepare something.
Yeah.
And then you keep going. I will prepare something in the meanwhile.
Cool. So right, yeah, but the flower pots are good. Wrong tab.
Yeah, the scaling is not bad either.
So if we keep going down, I just have to find them again because I only checked this one once. There are a bunch of planters in this. So you have a fake triangle. Again, why is DE allergic to just giving us a just straight up triangle? Like, it's almost like...
I hate it, dude. I hate it.
Every update we do this, it's, oh good, let's see if they've got any triangles, and they cut off the edges of the triangle. They don't even make it a equal triangle. They just say, you know, the bottom side will be bigger.
I swear to God, they had this in a triangle shape, and then somebody was like,
Squish
"Oh,
it."
hold on, we cannot let this pass. Let me cut off the edges."
Yep. Yeah, and for scale things, these decorations are actually quite big. So, I mean, I'll place just one there, and roughly the others are kind of the same size as this. But yeah, no, they're quite nice. Yeah. They have tile down the side. Now, the downside about these decorations are they all have this issue where you've got like the white trim that kind of goes above the tile.
Protrudes out,
So, you know, if you wanted to make a tiled wall, for example, you kind of have to build it like this, where you've got like layers of tile instead. Yeah, but I mean, it's a nice ceramic tile. I would just wish we had this, the tile surface, without this break, basically, yeah. But anyway, back to what was shown off. Yeah, so we have a planter corner large, then we have a corner small, which again is there, and the bottom of them is just a very like reflective grey. Now, this reflective grey wouldn't be bad in like a fog art build or a low light build where you can reflect light off, because it is very shiny on the bottom of this decoration. So if you wanted small little details, and also the tiles themselves are also quite shiny as well. So if you wanted little accents and areas that did reflect light in a build, quite useful. Then they gave us another one, the octagon one, which, by the way, I can see a lot of people using as a reference piece more than an actual pot, because obviously it's one of the very few octagonal decorations we have in the dojo.
Yeah, actually, it could also be used for like ornamentation when it comes to architectural builds. Like, it's just an easy octagon that you can make without the radials.
Think
like,
of all the
that
ceiling domes that were not finished on the inside.
Yep.
And people struggle with that a lot, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what I think people use this for as well? If you clip in a gold or another item, you can hide the dirt and make this like a panel. So you can actually use the white outside as like a trim and just cover the middle. Like, again, this would be like a picture frame, just fill it and you can replace the dirt with whatever you want to pick. And again, super.
Yeah, I imagine we're gonna see this in a lot of Oracle builds in the future. That's
like,
for sure.
The thing is, like, you've also got the other one, which is rectangle small, which almost looks like one of those like castle like what is it, like where they shoot the arrows from, like the little the holes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So they kind of look like that. And so I wonder if people are going to just fill these but like an unfunded item, and they'll look like one of those pillbox turret things, yeah. Portholes, that's right,
or the backside of like a dirt mound, that's also pretty dark as well.
Yeah, so that's the thing, so you just put it in. So yeah, nice and easy. So that was that, and then the other couple of items they added.
I can imagine the rectangle one can also be used for like bricks, especially in like folk art bricks and stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, it just depends on the scale, because with fog art, you're going to have a bunch of other items this kind of shape, but it is also just nice having a thin column that you could make as well. Yeah. So that's quite.
The slit in the center is really cool because you can fill it with a shiny or glowing texture as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Very
so
good.
You can basically use this as a ceiling light if you go for
just make a marker, but a corpus hologram in it. Yeah. Then they gave us a long version of the planter indoor. So we got this on the last update, the wood one here, and then we just got a longer one, which I believe was added to Velamir's inventory in the Orbiter. So yeah, this item here. So it's effectively the same item, just on the other side. So just it's more space saving, basically. Yeah. So what can we say there? And then lastly, I just slapped my desk. Then lastly, they added 2 potted plants, which I love. There's potted plant short white pot, which is great, and for scale reasons, it's actually not that big. So if I place it next to me here, so yeah,
Oh, they're
tiny
tiny.
little things. So these are really good accent detail. I always love when they add accent detail things, because you know, smaller the better. And also as well, if you flip it around, I did look at this earlier. You have a small, tiny white dot for details that you can use on things. Like you can make irises or eyes or stuff like that. So that would be quite useful for like people that do like mural art or line art kind of thing, and it scales down really small as well. So really, really good piece to use. I quite like the potted plant. And then there was the other potted plant, which again, both of these items were added to the Velimir inventory as well. And then this is more like for just for almost like the big spider plant-y kind of thing, the other potted plant, which is a bit bigger. So if I place it up here next to the old Warframe.
Yeah, but it is a black texture, which is cool to have as well.
It also kind of suits the Entrati aesthetic from the
Yeah,
Orokin tab.
yeah.
So I think a lot of people will use this in Orokin builds because it has the gold trim on the outside. Again, and at the bottom, again, it's even got a second item face. If you flip it around, you can just isolate the bottom of it, so you can make a pillar base out of it, or you could just use the bottom as like a little steel circle, as like a switch or a button like this, yeah. Just isolate the very bottom of it, yeah. But no, useful. This will be used a lot. I love this plant. Also, if you really wanna use it properly, you could also just isolate the plant bit, and you can still just get the plant as well like this. So yeah, you can just isolate just for plant as well. So this is quite useful, very useful. Yeah, no, I like this item. I really like this item. This is one of my favorites added just because it's a bit different. But yeah, yes, Yakfu, it's a botanical update. Yeah, well, we have a lot we have a lot of plants to go through. Yeah, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. But anyway, so that was, I think, everything added. I'll just do a quick sweep of the stuff of the 99, but it was just like, I think, a dozen items, mostly planters and plant pots that were added to that update. I don't think there was anything else because it was just lights. Yeah, nothing else was added. No other wooden things other than the extension of the bigger one that we got. So that was good. Matt, are you done cooking or?
Yeah.
Okay,
You can show it off.
Oh,
So,
they're like cauldron
remember-
studs. Yeah.
Remember when we were talking about how to do Cloud's Pauldron from
Final Fantasy 7.
Final Fantasy VII?
Yeah.
Like, okay, this is not polychromed yet, but like you can do something like this with the pots. I really like this.
That's good, yeah. And obviously with the polychrome it will blend in, yeah. So that's pretty good. Yep. It also looks like the failed Space Marine shoulder pads that you tried, Mad. Yep. Yep.
I have something similar on my AdMag.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, I remember when you tried to make the Knight as well. It was very similar to that, yeah. But
Yeah, I mean, it would be cooler if they would have a metal texture, but that works too.
yeah,
Definitely.
big time. So yeah. Right. Let's look at the Zariman stuff. So the Zariman stuff was added to the Tenno stuff. Oh, and before we do that, they've actually moved all of the plants, bar the festive stuff, from the Tenno stuff to the natural stuff. So, that's me. There's a few free cap trees now in the natural tab. So they've just like consolidated all of the plants into like one area, basically. Yeah, except the Zen Gardens and stuff. I'm confused why they didn't move over as well. But the red trees and the autumn trees are now in the natural tab. But if you just scroll to the bottom, or if you're a new player, all of the new items, if you just type in Zariman, all come up. So every item is labeled Zariman that they've added.
Okay, let's look at them. I'm super pumped for Zariman stuff, honestly.
Have you looked at them yet, or?
No, not at all. Even the banners. The banner is already W.
Yeah, so we start
That's
with
such
the Lunara
a
banner,
good
yeah.
shape.
Yep. Very much so, yeah.
That's such a good shape. I can't wait for people to use this as feathers.
Finally, people will stop using the Orokin like almost like gold transparent piece. Yeah.
or the Tenno banners, because they are really shit.
Also, aren't the Tenno banners free cap as well? So they're quite cap intensive.
No,
Yeah.
no. I really? Are they?
Yeah, I think the Tenno ones are a free cap.
Yeah, I think because it's because of the
I can just show. Yeah. Oh, one cap. Oh, I was wrong. I
No,
thought
they
were
are one
free
cap.
Oh,
Yeah,
right, my
that's
bad.
what
never
I
mind.
mean. Yeah.
Yeah, there must. The thing is, this whole thing's a lie. This whole thing's a lie. Yeah. Anyway, right, just keep scrolling down. So yeah, no, the banner is great. I do like.
Then
the
we
banner,
have
yeah.
the Zariman Blast Door, which is really cool for greebling, at least the centerpiece.
Yeah, because you can clip out the door bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is quite nice. Yeah. Which is very very nice. Yeah.
The Zariman Catwalk, a 16-meter curve. That's a game changer, right there.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't already have that kind of color in the dojo, which is really nice.
That's a
Plus
game
there's
changer.
tiles.
Especially because it's a quarter circle also, and a huge one too.
Oh yeah, how
can you
does this
place
scale?
can you
Holy-
place one? So when we look at the catwalks,
Yeah,
can you start,
hold on.
can you
I'll
start
place it
placing
down,
down the
yeah.
catwalks?
This is
and
max
stuff,
scale.
Yeah.
And I will place down min scale next to the NPC and just place down the NPC for scale.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because,
they're huge.
The texture's really nice, and it's somewhat reflective as well. Like if you see the light coming off of there, yeah, that's
Yeah,
nice.
it is.
Not only that, the backside is also very shiny and textured.
Yep.
That's so good. It's so good.
We got
That's
Fear in
that's
the
a
chat.
really good piece.
He said the best thing of his update is that his dojo wasn't destroyed. Oh yeah.
We gotta explain this, by the way. I think
Yeah.
we gotta explain this a
Yeah.
little bit.
So
every
go
time
on, man.
every time a dojo update drops, Dojo Prime or Fear Perfection has like sweat pearls running down his face, because it happens quite often that like either the lighting is messed up or all his shadow arch, which of there are many in his dojo, are all of a sudden a mosaic.
It's just hard to see.
So yeah, he has been punished for no reason by dojo updates.
Big time. Big time.
Right, let's move on.
So we've got damage stuff and other variants of the catwalks. The damage
which
stuff
is
great.
also a W. We need more damaged stuff.
Yeah, I love the damage stuff, yeah.
This is really good.
Do you know what I like about the catwalks? Is that it blends really well with the corpus stuff. So you can actually use this with color tandem as well. And both sides are usable. And yeah, very, very good. I do like all of this stuff, yeah. I think it's all relatively scaled to the other side as well. I mean, even if you isolate the corner, you can get a really good effect from this, like damaged streets, poles, you name it, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine this like being used in post-apocalyptic cities and stuff like that, where you have like destroyed stuff, right? Destroyed floor slabs and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you can definitely use these
Honestly, doing
decorations.
destroyed stuff in dojos is fucking wild.
It's
oh my
hard,
god,
yeah.
we have glass.
Hold on, give me a second. So yeah, we have what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 new catwalk types, and then the end cap one's also quite nice as well, because it's almost like a little window balcony stuff as well. The cap square.
Yep.
Just point that out. It's got a few good faces to it. Yeah.
And it's got the railing to go along with it as well.
Yeah, and then you've got the railing, which has glass in it as well. So, by the way, do you know this would look like a perfect armor visor for RoboCop? That's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw this earlier, because it's also not gold. It's not gold. Most of the stuff that we've got in the Deviri or the Orokin, this trimmed curved glass is always gold. So to actually have like a non-gold but like white neutral color, great. And then this one is a squared one as well, which is again the squared one will be used because you can make skylights out of this, or like like ceiling tiles quite easily.
Even do domes with this.
Yeah, I mean it's quite foggy. If you see it, I've placed one next to the NPC. It's quite foggy when you place it down.
Still though. Okay, so combine this with, I don't know, tributars or something, right? Or the right polychrome. I bet it doesn't look that bad with the right polychrome.
Oh no, it will look great. Yeah, like it's a different variation of what we have. Yeah.
Plus, having the glass foggy in certain builds will make it probably better, because usually some glass items we have are so transparent that
and you know what's the
fucking
fucking best part about the about this? is that the anchor point is in the center. For the love of God,
Oh, yeah.
how good is this?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, it's actually in the
True.
middle, yeah. So you can actually do a radial of this, yeah. Phil also points out that the good part of the damaged items that we just talked about was that they also gave us the clean versions of them as well. Because in the Ostron stuff, they gave us a lot of damaged things, but didn't give us
Yes, exactly.
a variant of it, yeah. But like, look at this radial here, Mad's cracking away here. Like already, it's got a lot of texture and layers, and is a bit more interesting, yeah. But no, I like that, yeah.
Like this can legit look cool as like a retractable kind of plastic covering on like a Mars colony or something, right?
Yeah. Also,
You
Mad's
can
trying to...
do a Mars colony, yeah.
Yeah. Easily, yeah. Like you can actually make domes out of this, by the way. I'm sure the radial kings out there are gonna be loving this, yeah.
I'm not finishing the radial, but
Oh no, yeah.
you
Also,
get the idea.
Mad's trying to find out the best armor pieces for a space marine for a long time, so this is solely what he's doing, yeah. He's trying to find it, yeah.
Quiet.
Don't spoil the secrets,
Yeah.
mate.
Be fair, but I've discussed this on stream many times that he can't build one, so yeah. It's not exactly the cat's out of the bag here, Shawki, yeah. Right, anyway, so we move on from the catwalk stuff. The next item is the Zariman Cistern, which... Very interesting decoration. Very
Does it
colourful.
glow?
It will glow in the dark. It's quite big as well. I've placed one next to the NPC. When you turn off the polychrome, that 100% is going to glow in the dark. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, because I imagine that would be the most used case scenario for this.
It's got a few item faces as well, considering you've got the bottom and the top. Again, you can just isolate the bottom as well.
True.
Again, like, you just got to look at what each item does from each face. But, I mean, I will see people use this, like, for... You know, like, when we went into Agenom's dojo and we saw the big, the infested... Oh, what is it fighting? It was in the Deimos build. It was, like, the mix of, like, the Necromech and Warhammer Titan. And he's got the pistons and the coloured energy things coming off of the mech. This will be used for like energy stuff coming off, like bullet shells.
If
or
you
things.
actually isolate it, so if you don't use the full piece, if you just isolate it, let
Yeah,
me
just put a wall down or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. No
So we
Regret said
do
it looks
something
like
with
an
this?
insect shell from Nausicaa Valley of the Wind, glowing Bender Futurama teeth as well. Of course you would think of that, Regrets. That's wild, yeah. But no, I can see it there, yeah. Ah, so you could easily use this as well a lot in cyberpunk stuff as well. You could easily make glass window, like coloured windows or tubes using this kind of colour.
Yeah,
similar to how
true,
Mad's
true.
doing that, yeah. And they kind of look like windows as well if you just isolate the parts of them as well, yeah. So if you just go up, I'm not on a grid, but... Yeah, like, again, you can isolate the parts quite well, yeah. Oh, yeah, I see what Mad's doing there, yeah. Well, you've basically can create a channel of lights by just having them as like a detail on a corner. Yeah.
Very useful, yep.
Yep. Cool,
Yeah, it's a little bit wonky, but you get the idea.
Yeah, I get the idea, yeah. Cool. Right, let's go back to the catalogue. Yeah, it kind of does look like an elevator, yeah. It kind of does a little bit, yeah. So that'll be useful. I'm going to see use that a lot, especially when it's just randomly with everything else, yeah. So then we have the Zariman Cistern blades and blades rotating.
Regrets is asking if you can make a moon. You could already make a moon in a way better method with the clone flask from the Green tab.
It's already a big circle decoration. You just isolate.
So what you want to
part of
do?
it,
Hold on
yeah.
there. I will just place it down on the
Yeah,
room
yeah.
border so you can see.
Yeah, only if it's in a wall, yeah. So you just isolate this circle part here, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pushing
there
it
we
in
go,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So.
I've just seen it, yeah. Yeah, that's what you do for the moon. Yep, on that side, yeah. Nice and easy. But yeah, but they're very I think they're the same color, you know. I think that's just got more like white energy going through it because this is a very like matted color. What's in
And
the
you
system,
can also do a crescent moon if you just use a disc in front of it.
Oh yeah, we've seen this genius idea on the recent tour.
I don't know
think
if Bobey came up first with it or Fear.
It's
Bobey did it
not-
with Bobey did it with the the
It's not
Pirates
a
of the
disc.
Caribbean
It's
build.
the
Yeah.
it's not it's not a disc. It has to be a donut shape. It has to have a hole in it. But you just tilt it and clip it through, and it'll work.
Fear did one in his Belodros build, and Bobey did one in his Black Pearl build, and Bobey did that like 3.5 years ago. So, yeah, I don't really know yet. I don't know if Bobey didn't make it a Crescent Arc though, so who knows. But anyway, back to fans. Let's stop talking about old decos. Where's this new deco time? So they basically added razor blades in. You know, they're odd because they're 3 of them. And there's one static, and then there's one moving.
It's also the curve makes it really weird. However, I can see somebody using this in shadow art, or if you just use the very top,
possibly.
If you just use the very top, right, and clip the rest in, like I placed next to the NPC right now, maybe like from the top of my head, I can think. Like this could be somewhat useful. These like.
Look at the radial I did. I can kind of see people using this for being like mech arms, like with the blades coming from like a power fist or something. Yeah. So if you do something like this, like like weapon blades, basically. Yeah.
I don't know, man. They look kind of weird.
They're a bit scuffed, but obviously, my radial is horrendous. But if you look at it from a perspective like this, they kind of like drill blades from the top. If you just isolate the perspective. So
what I was getting at, do you remember that kitchen build from Luarani?
Oh yeah, the big one, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, so these like stove things?
Oh yeah, true.
No regrets, just a giant cooking whisk. Is it that? Is that the word for it?
A whisk? Yeah, whisk is it, yeah.
Okay.
Or mixer or whatever, and he also said robot claws as well, which
Faith, when you looked at it on the stream from like the top, I just thought of adding like a circular cladding on top of it, just making like an airplane engine or something, right?
By the way, the rotating one has a really interesting preview image because they've kept in the green rotating like thing to insist it's rotating. So yeah, like that's quite fun, yeah. And then if you just go next to it as well, like, let me put the NPC in the blade of death. Yeah. I mean, they're not super fast, but I mean, I imagine some lunatic's going to find a way to, like, again, use this in a drill. Like, you could easily, with something like this, what my instinct would be to do is find an item that you can scale this down into, and then basically have on the edge the razor blades going around on the edge like this, so it looks like you're basically, like, in the middle of a big, like, rotating, like weapon or whatever. I think the piece I used was too big, but you get the point. Yeah, I would see a lot of people do that. I mean, I wish we just had the blades on their own as well as like an individual option. That would have been quite cool. But yeah, anyway,
and maybe straight, not like not
already
like
radioed.
Like this.
Yeah. Then we have 2 new fans. We have a blade fan, so Zariman fan blades and fan blades rotating. They're relatively the same scale.
Can we kind of skip this one?
Yeah,
we got a lot to go through. It's a fan. Yeah.
Yep. Then we have the Zariman filtration housing unit, which
really
is
good item.
Really good item. Yeah.
Very interesting shape as well.
It looks like a cracked open egg. Yep.
Really good item for sculpting, especially.
It looks like a chest piece already. That's already a chest.
So. Yep. I'm talking more about limbs because it's really hard to get something in that shape.
Yeah.
Like that's really good for muscle definition and stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, it even looks like a feminine kind of thigh if you flip it around as well.
Everything is a feminine thigh for you, you fucking creep.
He sees the white edges and he's yearning for the pillow. Yep.
Jesus.
And it scales big as well, by the way. So if I just place one item here, and then, I mean, it doesn't actually scale. It doesn't actually scale much bigger than its normal item size. So, but it does scale down quite a lot, though. But the mid scaling is actually quite big compared to the small scaling as well. So, yeah, a lot of.
Oh my god, it goes tiny.
Yeah, it does. Yeah,
really good.
Regret said they look like synthetic lungs as well. Like, yeah, they kind of look. If you've ever seen the film RoboCop, when they show off what he looks like, it kind of looks like that when he's in his robo form. Yeah. But no, very good piece. Looking forward to finding a use for that. Then the next item we have is the Zariman floor opening trim.
Okay.
Well. So window.
I mean, I guess we can skip this one.
Yeah, just
a
window,
frame. Yeah.
Then
the next one though is really hard.
Globe light orb handle, and then there's hammock.
This is such a good item.
Oh wow! Look at
oh
its
my
scale.
god! This is such a good item. You cannot believe.
Tiny, though.
Okay. Think about this. Whenever you need a finish for a beak, for example, you can use this. Whenever you need a little bit of ornamentation on a helmet, shoulder, hand, whatever, you name it, this is the piece you will go to. It's so good. I'm so happy this piece is here. Honestly.
You can clip it in quite easy, and also as well, it's also a good color where it can match most builds as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Also, you could easily make this a door handle as well, like on something. But yeah,
this is also one of the main reasons why I want a triangle, because like you see the end of it is like triangular shaped.
Yeah, like pointed in.
You can do so much stuff with that. You can you can sculpt like crazy with this. This is really good.
That's
I love.
Really good,
I 100% believe we will see this thing used a lot in future Lure Rani builds. 100%.
Big time, yeah.
Like okay. Let me just do something real quick, and then
we'll move on.
Yeah, move on.
So whilst you're doing that, so we then have the Zariman hammock, which is literally the hammock where the is in the underground bit of the tile where you can find the an accolade or a void plume or whatever. It kind of looks like a sail. I can imagine people are just going to use it as boat sails because it looks like wind's taking it away.
Okay, this piece would almost be my favorite item of the new items
didn't have
without the strings.
Yeah.
The strings are so annoying. Like, why are they there?
Yeah, but it's a hammock.
Sure, but we could have just add the Ostron cable and be good, right? But no, right?
It would have
almost
been good,
almost.
Bro, you could have used this in your Astorius build.
Yes.
Yeah. Very much so. Yeah.
Okay, it could have been even used as a cool mask, like.
Now you have to worry about how to cover the or how
strings,
to hide the strings, and this is like almost.
Anyway, right, okay, so we kind of need to keep moving because we have a lot of stuff to look at. So then we have the hydro pump axle, which again will just be used a lot of mechs. That's easy. It's a stripper pole basically, yeah, with some nodules on it. Then an item I imagine will be used quite a lot in mechs because it looks like a hinge or like a thing, is the hydro pump axle housing. So where the pump goes in, so they've actually separated the pieces, which are quite nice. Which, it scales quite big. I didn't actually bring this one out. Yeah, that's quite big. Yep, that's fine. A lot of people use that. It also looks like a difference of the gun barrel, and because it's got the middle slit, I imagine people are going to put a color in the middle and have like railgun style weapons or energy weapons with a conduit in the middle. Again, if you mix that with the yellow thing we just saw, the cistern, you can make a convincing energy cannon quite easily out of something.
Okay, I'm done.
Yeah. Oh, so where am I looking? Where am I looking?
Right in front of the plate.
Oh, okay, cool, perfect.
So just turn around. Yeah. So if you do this with these items, you basically have to. You have to go look from the top.
From top, okay. Oh, right,
top.
okay. Oh,
from the top.
Yeah.
No, other side. From above. Yeah.
Yeah.
You see that? You can use this as chainmail.
Oh.
And you can shape it however you like. It can be curved, it can be oval, it can be whatever you want. Yep. This is awesome.
Where was this when you were making your build, Mad? Yep.
Right?
That's good, yeah. That is good. Right, anyway, we'll keep going through because we've still got half the Zariman decos to go through before we look at the massive trees they've added. Then we get to Zariman hydroponics rack, which
Just a platform
It's
with
just a
lights, to be
platform.
fair.
But it's a nice platform with lights, though. It looks like a little helipad. And both
Look at the
sides
bottom,
can be
please.
used. Oh, it's
the bottom's nice.
reflective. Ooh. Oh, that's hot. That's hot. That's nice. Yeah.
Mhm.
And also, you can isolate just the bottom of it as well. The only downside is it's got a little nodules at the corners, but that can be negated. Yeah.
They're hideable, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, look at that reflection coming off. I've not even got like a polychrome on, but yeah, that's nice. Yeah, a lot of people will make stuff out of that. Again, that would be good at like just building details and stuff as well, yeah. Anyway, right, moving on. Let's keep going down. So then
Zariman
we're
light
on
fixture.
Zariman light fixture. Jesus, that is reflective. Yeah, that's going to be used a lot, yeah. I can already see Fear Perfection abusing this decoration. Yeah. Look at how reflective it is, yeah. Yep. Yeah, that's
Same thing. You can
reflective, yeah.
always just stuck a light inside.
Yeah. The next one is so there's a bunch of Lanaro pieces now. So the first one is Lanaro court trim. Nice little detail. That's quite nice. Oh, it's actually a thin beam. An actual thin white, like grey beam. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good accent piece. That'll be used a lot for
Sehr gut, sehr gut,
sehr
sehr
gut,
gut.
yes. Yeah.
Gizmo, no.
What?
We didn't get the Windows yet. We have substitutes, basically, for Windows.
Some substitutes, yeah. Then the next one is the Lanaro goal. Then there's a goal damaged as well. Oh, the damaged one's actually kind of better, you know.
Okay, I mean, here's the thing. Like, DE, when you give us those decorations, stop adding the floor bit.
The
Please.
base, yeah. This would have been just perfect as the circle, yeah. It would have just been perfect as the circle, yeah.
It's still a good decoration, but now we have to like fiddle around with how to hide the base every time. It's like
Do you know what?
Unnecessarily annoying.
Do you know what people are going to use this for? Is a gun barrel scope on a big gun. Yeah. That's it.
Oh god.
Yeah, but I can see that. Yeah, that's
100%.
Then there's a goal section broken, so they've actually even given you the broken section as its own item. That's actually quite cool, yeah. Oh man, that would have been great in your Ghost of the Shell build. Yeah, really nice texture to that, yeah. Then the Zariman Lanaro mid-court cap.
Flip it around.
This is good. This is good, yes.
That's a good texture.
Circle on the bottom, but this also looks like a pauldron and an armored chest piece. Yeah, I can see people.
This will be a centerpiece for a lot of like
a
chest
shield,
thingies,
maybe.
yeah.
And then we
I kind of want to see somebody doing eyes with this.
Yeah, that'd be quite fun. And then we then have the pillars, but all the pillars have the bases on them. Like, you know, you're gonna have to isolate them. Yeah, like
so close to
so close.
You're so close.
Oh, take off the base. Give us the base as a separate item.
The pillar top though is really good. That one one is a much appreciated item.
Yeah, it's really nice.
The next
It
one
suits
is
a lot of decos as well.
The next one is the Lanaro pillow base holder, which is basically a Zariman version of the incensed holder with a base as well. Yeah, which is quite it's nice, but again the bottom is a bit. Ugh. I mean, it's giving me Fallout vibes because of the messy bottom. So I'm assuming people will find uses for the dirty textures on the bottom. They do have a pillar top though that is not isolated, so the Lanaro pillar top, which is quite a nice item. We're going to see people use a lot of these for pistons and head shapes and helmets and stuff, yeah. Then there's the free cap item, so the Lanaro scoreboard, which is a like glitched out light object with some banners, is a free cap item.
I have a lot to say about this one.
Okay, go.
Like, okay, Regrets says it could be like lighting flashes obscured by clouds in the distance. Yes, that could be a use of it. I really... Like, I love the fact that it's flashing. I really hate everything about the shape.
Yeah,
literally everything. The banners are in the way. The centerpiece that is like looking out is in the way. It's so tough to. It would be so tough to isolate this one. Otherwise, this would be a really useful item.
Some people just do this though. They'll just isolate the top part on like a building like this, and then just hide the banners as well. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's like I would love to have this build integrated into something, right? But that will be like really hard to do.
Yeah, big time. Big time. But anyway, right, moving on, we then have the Zariman Lunaru wall panel, which
Very weird shape.
odd shape in the middle, but it's super reflective on the outside, and it's super thin as well, by the way. It's really, really thin. But
that will be a really good room border. If
yeah.
you just use the metal bit.
Oh yeah, if you just isolate the back end of it, yeah. Which would be good.
Yeah, I can already see like multiple Dojo Prime builds with this as a border.
Oh yeah.
And some radio pillars because he doesn't want to disappoint me. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you like spin them around, they can be tiles as well.
Yeah, it's just a weird shape because you've got the weird bit of bread in the middle, yeah.
Yep. That's what I meant by spin them around. Like if you create patterns by just spinning them around 90 degrees for everyone, like it can work.
Yep. Anyway, so the next item is the Park Bridge, which has
Another
a window
one?
in it. Yeah, so I just want to see the scale of this one. So, God, it's dirty as hell on the inside. I mean, that's going to scale quite... I mean, it scales this big. I'm probably seeing it from the wrong angle, but... Yeah, let me go from the other side.
Ooh.
I mean, that is Fallout level bunker stuff if I've ever seen a Fallout Dojo piece. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, they're big. I mean, if you're in as a Warframe, if you wanted to build a perspective build, you could very easily just use the window and be a bit cloudy because there's no way.
Problem is though, this
dirty,
one is a lot more grimy than other pieces in here.
Yeah.
A lot more grimy. You will have issues integrating this into a build.
Unless it's a fog art build, which at that point is a bit like irrelevant. Yeah.
Come on, like who?
Yeah,
who
but
does
that's it. Yeah, you just can't, man. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, right. So then, moving on from the bridge, we then have the Zariman stairs. The first set of them, which have little holes in them. I really don't know. Mad, can you place down some of the stairs for when I show people? Because I just want to go through the individual ones. Then we have the park stairs, which is basically just the standard set of stairs.
Turn them around! Turn them around!
Ooh,
that's a nice texture.
That looks nice, yeah. See, that texture...
Imagine this on a ceiling? Perfect.
Oh, yeah. The bottoms of this one don't really have a texture, but the park ones do. Yes, yes. You can also concave this in because it slightly goes downwards, so all you have to do is place another piece below, and you can make a shape either going in or out, yeah. Nice. Then we get onto the planter stuff. So then we have the Zariman planter ground, planter high-rise small, and then
some of them are
planter
missing the backside, yeah.
And I think all of them are missing the bottom bar of the planter small.
Not all of them, actually. Only some.
Yeah,
these planters are great.
We are looking right now at the future turret bases, yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody will just mount a cannon barrel on it, I call it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, this is our fortress.
We just use that one Zariman piece up here. The Hydra housing,
the galleon barrel.
Yep. Instant gun, yep. Oh, my God.
I gotta say, if you turn this one around, for example, you have almost like a grip for a gun. Almost.
Yeah. It looks like, like a little finger thing, like where you like press the trigger, yeah. Kind of looks like. The other planters are good because you can isolate the shape, but the bottoms of them just don't exist. They just don't exist, yeah. I do like the planters, the other planters though, like the single and small ones here. They're pretty nice. Yep. Then we have the Zariman railing, which is more glass and it's kind of like got again a shape in it. How big is it?
Yeah, but it's a shame we do have a straight version of it though.
Yeah, it's like a weird 20-degree curve or something. I mean, it's quite big. So yeah, imagine making a dome out of this though. This would be a good dome piece. This would probably be a better dome piece than some of the others because it's a bit wider.
Definitely better than the overused Oregon one.
I don't see exactly how you wanna like. It would be so much easier if it would be straight, right? Or like curved in a way we already have, because I think we only have like 2 items with that curve.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And they're all the
We don't have
barriers.
money.
Yeah, they're all the little barriers that we go through. Yeah. But yeah, I think there's a couple more items to go through. Anyway, so that's a good item. I like that. I can see people using that a lot as well. Again, I like the Zariman colors because they're neutral. You can integrate them with a lot of build types, be it Grenier, Corpus, Orokin, and stuff like that. Yeah. Something that should have been in the natural tab is they have a Zariman rock pile with wood. Yeah. So it's just like scatter detail. Yeah. This is quite nice. This is like
It's
yeah.
okay. It's
It's
a nice
nice,
addition. Can see this being used a lot in like nature builds. Yeah, definitely.
It should have been
But
in
a
nature tab, to be honest.
campfire there, yeah. Then a very interesting piece is the Zariman Rock's ring. They just said, you know what? We didn't have enough rings. Yeah, and they're quite big. Like if I
This one will save me some cap, honestly.
yeah,
Fear
It might
says
be
it
witch
would be
build.
nice for shadow art.
yeah, it will be. Yeah, I mean, how big does it get compared?
I'll be right
I mean,
back.
Yeah,
Keep
cool.
going.
Yep. I mean, that'll have uses as well. Yeah, like creating concentric circles to basically go around focal points and little eyes and stuff. I mean, especially if you're making like builds where you kind of want like a boss arena or something, have a boss in the middle like this NPC.
Yeah, it can
Yeah.
also be used as like asteroid builds depending on the scale and type of certain builds.
Yeah. But no, I like stuff like this. I mean, also as well, you can probably make a really good radial out of this with like a rock, like a rock
Oh,
pool,
yeah.
So yeah, and also I like that the things in the middle. So yeah, so you can actually go through in the middle and do it that way. Yeah, we don't have enough good rock items. Yeah, I can see people making good radials out of that. Yeah. Anyway,
100%.
we're moving on to the last couple of items.
Zariman sculpture, that's a weird one to be fair.
Yeah, I want to bring this one out. I didn't really know what this looked like when because I loaded it up on my console. I was like, what the?
Oh, well, please do.
Yeah. I mean,
It's weird. I don't really see use for this.
I don't know. I mean, the only thing I can imagine is if someone wanted to make like, so Regrets just made like a ribbon dancer build. This is just like mini tornadoes. Like if you wanted like custom atmospherics like this in a fog build or something, and you just wanted like a special like twiny shape. Like, I mean, to be fair, the one thing you could make out of this is perfect mummy tape if you wanted to make a mummy build.
Oh yeah.
So it's a very unique piece. Yeah.
The way you're placing it right now is like I'm imagining maybe if you put some fire in the middle, it could be some kind of like a fancy torch, right?
Yeah, again, like it's what you make of this art. And again, you could probably do a decent radial of this because it's kind of circular shaped. So yeah, you can probably make a decent, like funky looking radial. I'm sure.
Yeah, it's just gonna be tough because you're gonna have to be creative with it.
Yeah, but it's a different kind of piece, and it's okay. Yeah, it's a 20 kind. Yeah, it's like straight balloon strings. But Regrets just said balloon string, kind of like the little tapered stuff you get on the end. And yeah.
True
So
as well,
it's different. I mean, it's very limited use. Then we then have the Zariman staircase left and staircase
those are my favorites.
Right.
I'm gonna
Spiral.
be using those right away. Those are my favorite.
Oh yeah, they're very, very good. Yeah, the amount of stuff that people want. I'm just gonna remove the. I'm just gonna get the other spiral one, and then we'll do a quick recap of the nature stuff. Then the left one is this one. They actually do line up as well, I think, roughly.
I mean,
think
they should.
yeah.
Should be the same size.
Let me place this one down. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they actually line up. Yeah, roughly.
There you go.
Yeah, well, I was quite straight because I can't move it in because of these stupid rocks are creating a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Plus, you don't really have grid snap turned on, so yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I'm free born. Yeah, there we go. That's better. So yeah, like I mean, we already know what people are gonna make stuff out of. I mean, but these are like proper boss battle, like like Elven Church style.
Oh,
like,
I'm thinking about using them like in my current build, like at the bottom of the sculpt.
Yeah, no, they're very good. Yeah.
The fact that they're cheap stairs with the unique shape that cover a lot of space and they only just one cap a piece is really great. That's what's great about them, really.
Regrets said that apparently the bottom looks like a skate park as well, which I kind of see. Like it looks like
oh
a
yeah.
skate ramp. Yeah,
that's a creative.
Yeah, that's actually quite cool. Yeah. No, those are very good pieces. I quite like the stairs. Yeah.
I can also imagine them used for sculpting and certain things, especially the underside.
Yeah. Again, like there will just be something that I'll see that I didn't anticipate these items being used for in the first place. It happens every time. Yeah. Someone's gonna figure out something crazy to do with them.
Blue Heron is gonna use them somehow.
Oh yeah. And then lastly, we come to the two final pieces of the Zariman stuff, which is the Zariman wall 16 meter and 8 meter. Which
I mean, it's about time we got a blank concrete wall. Do you think?
Yeah, it's a bit dirty though. I won't bring up the. I mean, it's big by the way. I mean, it's very like run down and water scaled.
Yeah,
like like lime scaled.
That's what makes it good. I mean, we have a lot of clean white walls, right? But something that looks like rundown concrete, that's definitely welcome here.
Yeah, I mean, if you blended this in with other items, you could also get like a kind of like toxic sand kind of effect on a certain polychrome as well. Like because it's like,
I can see it
because it's kind of like got a mossy texture as well, kind of dirty, grimy. Mix it in with something high contrast floor as well. Yeah. That'd be quite good. But yeah, no, the walls are good. I think they scale quite big as well, based on what I saw. Yeah, so yeah, they're pretty big.
Not too bad. Yeah,
they are pretty big. I mean, the item scaling is pretty good for these items. I must say, yeah.
They definitely gave it some thought. Yeah, that's a good thing. To be honest.
More walls are always welcome. I can't wait to see all of these in halls that have poor lighting, and then it's like, oh god, why? Yeah, walls at the bottom of a castle or something. Regrets just said, yeah. No, good shout. That's basically that. So that was pretty much all of the Zariman decos. So, lots of variety there. I kind of thought we were going to get more wood stuff. When I saw Zariman, because we've seen 10,000 wooden orbiters, and everyone going, oh, wow, have you seen my really unique orbiter? I kind of expected to see...
including me, by the way.
The plywood dojo, yeah.
Yeah, the plywood dojo, yeah. Like, I'm surprised we didn't get any wood, like just flat wood pieces, like,
No, we got the good Zariman pieces.
But the Zariman pieces are good because they're white and they're neutral coloured, and you can factor them in with most builds, so,
the Zariman globe handle, bro!
Yeah, it's good, yeah. The globe handle was probably the most useful piece there. But that was all of the Zariman pieces. We're now going to go through the nature stuff. And there's quite a few things. We're not going to bring out everything because otherwise we're going to be here forever. Because there's
also most of them are just plants, right? So
yeah, some that we've already seen before. So we'll bring out a couple of the trees, Mad. I may ask you to bring out the big trees that I say to bring out just for reference when we get there. So I don't have to come out and then we can see what they look like.
All you want to see is my tree.
Yeah. But yeah, so that way, if I stay in the deco thing, you can then just bring out the trees that I think are worthwhile. I mean, to be fair, before we do this, they're nature, right? So we're not going to get super hardcore because, it's mostly aesthetics.
I mean, I will point out if they are useful for sculpting because there's quite a lot of stuff in the nature tab that is really good for sculpting.
So yeah, so we start with the first three, which are Arborform, Arborifer. These things, the stumps clipped and
Yeesh.
Yep. And they're basically like decayed trees, which will be useful.
Finally, we get a version of the 10 Oregon trees that is useful.
Yes,
actually,
the stumps the most useful because you can isolate the bottom as a light source. Because
and it's quite small as well. Like it's not as huge. Yeah.
So imagine if you have like a beast that's got lights in the dark. Just basically clip it with the bottom of this a bunch of times. And boom. Yeah,
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, and you have the wide as well.
How long do you think DE has them in their inventory and just didn't bring them out?
A long time. Honestly, like I do. Yeah. Thingy said they look like teeth as well. Regrets. No, Fear Perfection. Sorry, I'm not giving credit. Yeah, they kind of look like, if you were to flip around, they do kind of look like teeth. Yeah, those look a bit veiny as well. So good shout.
Although this will be the most Blender Dent teeth you will ever see. Because they are glowing.
This is like when a Brazilian goes to get their teeth done and they could be seen down the road. Yeah, it's gleaming. Anyway, so there's two versions of plants that we got, which are basically recolored versions of the Deviri flowers, which are assorted flowers, blue and white, and then red and white as well, which, again, flowers are good. I love flowers, like more stuff like this.
Good, okay, move on. It's flowers, yeah.
flowers. So then we get on to some trees. So Mad, can you place the first one, the Autumn Avantus tree? Just for reference, we'll come back to it later. So if there's lots of trees, we'll go through, yeah. Right, thank you. Right in the middle of my stream is fine, perfect, that's fine.
How am I supposed to know, bro?
Yep, well, that was perfectly placed, yeah. I mean, they're quite big, by the way, so if you look at this, like, I've now got a red zone.
Hold on, let me just replace them somewhere else.
Just, I'm looking at the door. I'm basically looking at the door. Just slightly place them to the right of where I am. That's fine, yeah. Then we've got the Karish tree as well, which is a smaller version that you can just see that Mad placed, which is like a yellow-greeny colour. Then we have... Stop spamming them! I can see them occupying my thing. Oh, my God. And then we have the Tavul Spring, and then we have the Bonsai. So, in Honora, before we come here, I place down all the items. So at the end, I will just do a little, like, showcase of all their scales all together as well. But we'll just showcase some of the best ones in this clan here. So yeah, these ones are nice. I do like the Tuvul trees, like a yellow-greeny colour. They're really nice. Then we get onto Birch Tree. So if you can place both the Birch Trees down somewhere, Mad, pair and single. They're like green trees. Like I think they're from the Plains of Eidolon. They definitely look like Plains ones, yeah. The Birch Tree large is great, yeah. Bloodshed loves all the plants. For reference, when we did their dojo tour, it's mostly custom trees and made out of like the same 10 items. So he's going to be busy replacing and updating a lot of his vegetation, yeah, to be more lore accurate to what he's building, so that's good. And then we go down to the boxwood hedges, which Mad is calling the square plant.
The Honora bush, yeah.
Yeah, the Honora bush, yeah.
The Honora bush.
And if you go to the bottoms of them, they have like this jaded kind of like texture at the bottom, like little jade.
Pretty
crystal.
sure that's the only one, no?
Oh, the other side is empty. It's hollow, like my dreams. Yep. Yeah. So that one's hollow. Yeah. But then again, like that also has its uses. You can use the top side or the bottom side as like its own like plant case carrier. Yeah.
Pretty much.
Then we have that's right on my screen again. Then we have bush cluster dense and bush cluster diffuse. These are really nice. They're improvements on the existing. So this is what we worked with last time, right? Grey, greeny, like dark tempoed bush, and then other bush, right? That's pretty much all we had for green leaves in the dojo. And then immediately the next two bushes we have are significantly better options than that. And they're actually bushes. You can make custom trees and leaves just out of those pieces, yeah. As well. And then, so yeah, very good, very nice. Then we move on to, where's the next pieces? So then we get onto the columnar shrub, which is basically a Christmas tree. Yep, this is a Christmas tree if I've ever seen one here, yeah. You can place the columnar shrub as well. I quite like this tree. Yep, and that's right where I'm looking again.
Oh, it goes tiny.
Yeah, it's
really
tiny. Yeah. So you can bet it's like Christmas tree shaped, yeah. Yes, Joke has pointed out he does like bushes, yeah. And Metal says they're mostly spooky decor bushes, yeah. Bro, there's so many bushes in here, like it's mad, yeah. Anyway, so we move on. So there's a couple groups of ivy. These ones are the flat ones that cling onto walls. These are crawling ivy large and crawling ivy small. So again, they're just flat pieces, no curves, no bends, good for wall pieces. That'll be used for exactly that kind of thing. Also good in shadow art, because they'll have lots of like holes in them for texture, I'm sure. Then some of the better plants we've added, I'm calling them the aquarium plants. They're called croton plants. We have 4 of them. Green single, green cluster, yellow single. They're quite
they are
small.
so vibrant.
They are very vibrant, yeah. Me and Bobe have already said these would be good like mini ferns. Like if you just stack them on top of themselves, yeah. Yeah, this is Fern 2.0. Yeah.
Also, this is very good if you do like you know how like dull nature builds can be if you just like spam
Yeah,
leaves
yeah.
everywhere.
Oh yeah.
Like this is very good to like set some highlights.
Yeah. Also,
Just
I
to
can
avoid that like old Grunier tile set look, basically.
Yeah.
I can see people using this for hair as well as a sculpting piece because it's green and vibrant. So, I mean, this wouldn't be the worst piece to use for like a texture detail, like Green Finger's beard or whatever, right? But anyway, yeah, very nice pieces. Then the surprise pieces that I didn't anticipate they were going to add were, if you're familiar with the old Deimos tile set, they added all of the old Deimos
my God.
roots. So we have Roots Derelict Large, and they have the little blue glowing lights, which, by the way, I tested on a polychrome earlier, do light up in the dark. So, you know, like all of the old...
Those are very nice.
Yeah.
I'm so flooded with build ideas just looking at these derelict roots, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, they're great, honestly, yeah. These
Just
must
think
amount of
about
times-
just think about like something like a witch doctor, and you build a necklace or like a skirt out of these. This will be perfect, man.
perfect for it, yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Like,
good.
the amount of times I really wished I had something like this while building a dojo build is super high. Like,
Yeah.
I've always wanted something like this.
A lot of these plants, me and Bobe, was because we do a lot of Subnautica builds. These are perfect for a lot of Subnautica builds, and a lot of plants here are as well. So I'm spoiled with choice for new room masks, basically. Anyway, then we get the trees. The trees are great. They are great. Then you've got Tree Large, Derelict Medium. The medium one is creepy as hell. It kind of looks like a hand.
I kind of wish they would scale smaller.
Yeah, bring
and we
out
would have more
just
straight
the
options.
large one and a stunted one or something. Yeah. But yeah,
Because-
very bony.
Because this texture you see on the center is almost a bone, and we really need something that is like kind of a bone texture. I really wish we had more options of these, because they are like too. I mean, they're cool, right? But they are like too entangled and stuff.
Yeah,
Oh my
stuff
god,
for,
they
like,
are gigantic!
spider
Jesus fucking
Yeah,
Christ!
some of them are big. Yeah, I am gonna move my way because I just came right up on my screen there. Yeah, I'm gonna go away from where you are, Mad, where you're placing them down. Yeah. Anyway,
I will follow.
no, keep them where you are. Keep them where you are. Anyway, so the derelict trees are great. Honestly, like they're all very good. So it's these here. I think so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 trees and 3 types of roots. So and they're all usable. So they're very good. Anyway, the next piece we have is the Dusklight Sarracenia decoration, which is one of the is it Vesitas? Not Vesitas. The Ceres. It's the Ceres plant you get in the green ooze pools and stuff. Yeah, that's very nice. I can see people isolating the head for like hair, like you know, like your like frilly parts of something. Yeah, because it's got a unique like shape on it. Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, no, because this is like way too small, man.
No, on like small detail stuff. Like I can see people doing small detail stuff with just clipping that a little bit out. Then we move on to the acacia trees. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then there's a couple other candle things. Yeah.
Rotate them and you will see something funny. Like turn them to the side. You see how the branches always like arch to the right side of the screen?
They do. Yeah, they're changing, by the way. If I move, one's left, one's right. Yeah, look here. That's wild. Yeah. That's so weird. Yeah. But yeah, no, they're all very good. I mean, they're white trees.
Oh my god!
These would be used a lot for winter builds because they're mostly white, and then they do change color in the Deviri rooms. So these are reflective. Plants,
even if you place them down, the branches will always like bend to one side of the room.
Yeah.
No matter how you turn them, which is why.
Oh, bloodshed.
You have to calculate this in when you want to use them in the build now.
Yeah. Or you're gonna have to rotate them in a specific way to point up and stuff like this. Yeah.
Look at this. Like pick one of the ones I placed up and rotate them. You will see what I mean. Just on the blue axis. Just rotate
Yeah,
them.
yeah, I'm just rotating it. Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah, it's almost like it wants to go one way. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Not good. Yep.
That is okay. I mean, thank you, DE, for new stuff, but this is a weird decision.
That's
weird.
probably a bug that's gonna get fixed sometime in the near 5 years.
in the near 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years. Yeah. I mean, they're all quite, again. I can see people just making wintry builds out of them because they're white. It's nice. So, yeah. Anyway,
as long as nobody wants to build a griffin with this, it's fine.
Yeah, Shawki. Yeah.
Or a hippogriff. Sorry.
I can see people using this to make hair though, especially like the windswept one.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Please don't. Please don't do the hippogriff mistake Bobby did, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah, Fear just said it looks like hair as well. Yeah. And then there's a couple plants. We then have the Diveri amaryllis, which is just the red plant. So they've just taken the red part from the other flower and just given it its own little decoration, which is quite nice. Scale really small, like basically poppy decorations. Again, a really nice, vibrant new decoration is the Diveri artichokes. That is so green. Yeah, that'll be good fun. It looks like basically like a lot of people use this. They look like weeds, like like even a rundown, overgrown area, like stuff that comes from pavement and whatnot. Yeah, that's a proper like garden weed decoration, which is quite nice. Then we have the Diveri bamboo thicket, which is just again another green plant. It kind of looks like straw, hay, whatever. Then we have the set of the other Diveri trees, which are the candle holders. So they're the trees that point straight up. They look like Marge Simpson's hair from The Simpsons, yeah. And there's about 9 of these.
This could be more useful for hair, to be fair. I just spotted something which is, oh my fucking god.
Oh no, what have you seen? Yeah.
I've spotted these suppressors, and oh my god, they are amazing.
What? Sorry.
The Diveri cypress.
Oh, the cypress trees, yeah.
Juvenile, mature,
we're nearly there, yeah. So basically, these trees are just extensions of the ones we just seen before. There's 10 of them. Then we have a few basically grasses. We have new texture items. The amount of texture items is also very welcome. So we have a clover patch, which is basically like just like a grass clover patch, which is quite nice.
Yeah, I can't wait for those perfectly squared patches everywhere.
Yeah. Then we have other bamboo. Now, the bamboo clusters, the Diveri coiling bamboo, are great texture items. So yeah, like, I mean, by the way, bring out Mad, if you can, Diveri coiling bamboo single, the first one. It's massive. It scales massive. Jesus yeah, I'll show you this one first. Yeah, yeah. Look at how big that is. God. Yeah, I have to zoom all the way out for that. Yeah. Yeah. It's massive, and that's how small it scales down here. And
yeah,
then,
okay, room mask done with 4 items, dude. Like, what the hell?
I did think about replacing my Lost Citadel ceiling with a bunch of these to save like 50
that is min scale on the left side, by the way.
Yeah, min scale, normal scale. I want to see how big it is on the biggest scale if you can.
Let me move that NPC that is somewhere lost in.
I can't even see
the forest.
By the way, the trees just keep getting bigger. By the way, like that's what's hilarious. It's like a Venn diagram of trees.
I'm going to place the NPC next to the bamboo, to this min scale one.
Yep. Yeah. Oh my god, it's tiny. It's tiny. Yeah. And then if I zoom out, she looks like a speck of dirt. Bro, I can't even get the
It's a little bit frustrating that they are moving this much, especially on that scale.
Yeah. But bro, I can't even fit the whole tree into one pan. And that's just for normal size. It's just for normal size, yeah. But no, very good. I love that they're that's why I said we couldn't do this in a hall, Mad, because in a hall, it only comes up to like not even a third of the way through, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna delete the...
Yeah, just keep the small one out, yeah. But the bamboo clusters are great texture details as well. I do like them, yeah. Where will we get to? Then we have the smaller plants. So we have the conifer springs, which are good. That'll be used for a lot of fir, I'm assuming. The cypress juvenile. the Cypress Mature, which is literally Marsh Simpson's hair, and then the Sapling, which are all very
okay,
good.
I have to say something about the Cypress, because if you can't see it, okay. I was talking about feathers. About the Zariman banner being used for feathers. No, or wings. Fuck that. This is the item.
The Cypress ones, yeah. Look at the
Yeah,
Cypress
holy
Mature.
shit. Okay,
Yeah.
I mean, you remember like Shawki's library.
Oh yeah. I was thinking of
Like the
Royal
little
Griffin
feather
he made,
he has done with like the what did you use, Shawki?
This was like an Austrian piece, basically. One of the...
Yeah, but like a bazillion. Like you could do this now with like one tree.
Nope.
Done.
Yeah. But no, they're all very good. I imagine the decorative Quinn Kun is going to have a field day with these items. Yeah.
The Cypress is already one of the best items.
Yep. Then we have the very firm patch gold, which is basically just a white firm patch with like gold details on it, which again I imagine people just use for detailing. Then we have the Deviri grass patch. So we actually now have a few new grass patch types that actually have actual elevation and they're not too big as well, which is pretty nice. I quite like that. Then we have a lot of ivy. So we then have...
so good. Holy shit.
So I'm just going to type in ivy because you'll see all of it. It'll just be easier to do it that way. So beforehand, we had 3 types of ivy. We had ivy ground long, ground short, and then we had the hanging ivy as well, which I don't think even turns up when you type in ivy. So we...
Yeah, because it's a vine.
Oh, it's a vine, yeah. But then we have an archway, we have a narrow hanging overhead, then we have the hanging wide. And by the way, I think some of these are available in the Orbiter stuff as well. We have the sprawling ivies, which are quite nice.
This is really awesome.
And you can use these for other things as well. Then the best ones are the ivy trails as well. That look like they're great. These items are great.
Okay, skip the ivy.
Yeah. So we have basically every new ivy decoration is new. Anyway, I'm just gonna scroll down from where we were. Jesus, there's a bunch of stuff. Oh, here we go. I think I'm roughly here. So next, and I'll bring this one out because DE, we need to have a discussion about this. What sick joke are you playing on us? We have lily pad spread, and there's also a floating water decoration with no water. How dare you? It's actually becoming insulting that we don't have water when you're giving us lily pads. For what? What are we using them for?
For the feeling. It's just for the feeling.
Yeah, for the vibes. It's just the vibes. Yeah. Yeah. As much as I'm happy having this, it reminded me
a bit more realistic.
By the way, I just spotted the seaweeds too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll come to that. Then we have so another good piece, which will be quite used for a lot of sculpting, is the Deviri Polypores. It's like a fleshy kind of like mid-grey color, like browny grey. You know, if you stick enough together, it kind of is like almost like dead skin. So a lot of people probably use this on sculpts and stuff. Yeah. Yeah, very good. Then we have the Deviri reed bed, which apparently is bugged, but again, reeds on water, DE. Unless you're planning to add water in the future, you mock me. Anyway, so we then go down from all the Deviri rock wedges, and then we get to the seaweed, which, again, no water, DE. But again, very useful, especially if you're making perspective builds like what me and Bobe and Dagger and whatever do, right? Like, you know, nice, good texture pieces. Then there's Deviri Shrub and Deviri Shrub Thicket, so just like patches, so very similar to the white plants. Those would be quite popular, again, for winter builds as well. Like, they're actually just more like plain white bushes. Then we have a bunch of hedges. So Deviri topiary hedges, 2x2, 2x2 round corner, hedge 2x4, and then 2x8 are brand new.
That's such a... I don't know, that's weird. I don't know where this is going to be used, to be honest.
I mean, they're almost black. Like, they're almost like a charcoaly black color. So it just depends if there's a color.
Oh,
with
hold
a bit of,
on.
like,
No,
beards and stuff.
yeah, no. I just had a brain fart. Everything is fine. Yeah, this is a really good item.
What do you use this for?
The especially the hedge 2x2 and 2x4. Those will be really good items for sculpting.
Is it for, like, beards and stuff?
No, fur or leather.
For like armor fur, leather fur, yeah.
Yeah, this
Like
will
Viking
be
fur,
awesome.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Especially because they scale quite small, so you'll be able to blend these in quite easily. So yeah, very good.
The Warhammer sculptures, they are coming closer.
We just need a way to make a helmet now, man. Yep.
We just need a proper triangle. That's what we need.
Yep. Anyway.
I would have a field day with a triangle. Anyways, move on.
Anyway, right. Yeah. Fair. I saw what you typed and it got auto modded. Yep. I'm not allowing it. Okay, chat. Just use your imagination. So next,
anyways,
we have the very wildflower spread, which again, just texture detail.
Okay. Can we just hold on. Tree. Next item, Eidolon Dead Jupiter.
No, I'm just pointing out what's new. I'll just read out what's new. Eidolon Birch. So all of the Eidolon Birch trees are new. So all of these items are brand new, including the Dead Bush is new. Then the Eidolon Bush, new. Eidolon Bush Small, new. Then we have the Juniper stuff, which is basically like twigs and branches for custom trees, which are brand new. So all of these are new. Then we have coloured versions of the trees as well. So we have Eidolon, oak, brown, orange, and red. Not brown, sorry, just orange, red, and yellow. So all of these, and they're all very similar to the other Eidolon trees we've seen, but they're just differently coloured, which, by the way, I love because you can actually make seasonal builds as opposed to and also, it's nice having a red tree that's not free cap as well. So big win. Big win. Then there's the pine bear, bear dead, which will be quite useful. Then the Eidolon spruce.
That could be useful in sculpting, at least the top of it. Yeah.
Oh yeah, because it looks like a little staff. Yeah, it looks like a little staff. Then we have the Eidolon spruces, all new. Then there's the Eidolon widow, which all of these items come from the plains of Eidolon, which are quite new. Then we have a collection of new ferns. So fern brown is new. It's a bit lighter than this, not in the preview. Then fern healthy is brand new. Come on, Faith.
Then there's it's ferns.
Ficus tree, new and single, which again really nice. Then the floating plants, as I mentioned earlier, DE. Yeah, floating on what? Then we have the frost leaf decoration, which is obviously from the Venus that you can pick up. Then the ghostly bush, which is again just a bush.
Ghost roots.
And then one of the best decoration I had to do is the ghost roots, which do glow with a polychrome. And by the way, they even glow on the other side as well
then even better, the glow plants.
Oh my god. Yeah, the glow plants are fantastic. So, Mad, me and Bobé built Francois recently. These would have been perfect when we were making him. Yeah, these literally
100%.
The perfect item for Francois, yeah. And they glow as well in the dark. So, these are great. And by the way, I think the last 5 items are also items you can get for your Orbiter via the nursery shop within the new vendor thing, which is pretty good. So yeah, they're very, very good. Light objects are always good because we can use them 10 different ways. Then one of the biggest trees, Mad, if you can bring it out, is the Greenway Autumn Tuval tree. It's massive. God. It's actually quite big, yeah.
My God!
I just saw it pop up on my screen. Is wild, yeah. Yeah, very, very good tree. Again, we'll show you off the trees just in a second. Then we've gone through the ivy. Then they've added only 3 new mushroom pieces, which, I mean, I don't know what they were imagining. By the way, Mad, can you slightly move that tree out? It's casting a shadow on my preview.
Hold on. Let me cut it down.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Better. Anyway, so you've basically got the hanging mushrooms, small, medium, and large, which I mean, take your pick of what they look like, but they kind of like Tyrannid, like floating biovores. If you're familiar with 40k, like they're like.
Can I quickly say, those are really good items.
Yeah, they're really good.
They will be very useful for sculptors. Very useful. 100%.
I'm gonna change my light angle so I can see it better. Yeah, no, I quite like them. The only downside is that they have the little like tendrils on the bottom.
That's absolutely
that's
irrelevant
negligible,
because you want to use the top part.
There we go. That's better.
You know, yeah. I'm not gonna say it.
I mean,
I will behave. I'm not going to say it.
You could isolate even the tops of them if you wanted them as well. That's the thing. Like, especially like if you wanted like a creepy build, they look like spores or like infested flesh as well. So that's quite fun. So yeah, again, they look like Tyrannid biovores, like Tyrannid creatures, like little spores. Yeah, but no, very very good. Also,
yeah, but the coffee bean will be good. Yeah.
Yeah, different color. Anyway, we then move down. We've gone through the ivy, the lotus lily pads. You keep mocking me, DE. You keep mocking me. What is this? What is this? By the way, if you look at the lotus lily pads, if you turn it around, the green leaves don't have a back end, but the pink ones do. So if you just wanted to isolate the pink stuff, you could just turn them upside down. Then there's Leafy Vine, which is brand new as well. Again, by the way, this comes from the Garden Room. The Garden Rooms, the green one, yeah. This is a dojo asset that's been made into a dojo asset. Yeah, which is good. Also new is the Lance Leaf plant as well. Again, very vibrant and green. Again, very tropical. Then we keep going down. The next new plant is a Monstera plant, which, again, nice green item, very vibrant. Then we have... Oh, I just picked out for Fresh Cone. Let me scroll back down to where we were. There's many, many items. Where were we? We bumped past here. We definitely went past... Yeah, so we then have the Fresh Cone decoration, which looks like a coconut, which I think will be useful in sculpting.
But also should also glow in the dark, by the way.
Oh, it's got like a little white light coming off of it here, yeah.
That's very interesting, yeah.
Yep. Then there's the mushroom clump, which is actually a more actual mushroom clump as well, which is quite nice. Yeah, you know, nice little details. But you can make this into something if you combine enough of it to be like broken flesh as well on a small item. And then we keep going. I think I've seen all of these items. Yep. Then we have oak trees. Again, even more trees. Honestly, it's actually a joke. Oak tree, windblown, large, medium, and small. And then
we have a pine tree.
Yep. Then we get down to the palm shrubs. Oh, they're so good. The palm shrubs.
Is this from the dog days?
Yeah, I think it. No, I don't think it is. I think these.
Where else do we have palms in the game?
The mall. They're from the mall. These are in some of the mall planters. Yeah.
Oh right.
Yeah, the vibrant green stuff of the mall planters. Yeah, and my God, one of the surprise decorations, the palm tree. Holy, I was so happy to add this. Man, making Costa del Sol is coming together. You have no idea. Every item for adding is just
facts.
The easiest Costa del Sol build you'll ever see.
Oh my God! What did I just sport?
So then we have planter box foliage large, and then a small version of it as well. So again, just more green textures. Then we keep going. We then have shrub windblown, shrubbery windblown. Again, lots of detailing hairy textures. Then one of the surprising decorations is the Silver Sailor seed pod, which glows. Yes.
Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
It's a very nice glow as well.
Yep. This could be used as a headband. It looks like it's got feathers on the top. It's a light source. It can be used with lights on or off. It's very noticeable. It also scales quite small. You can isolate both of its item faces and both of them still glow. Yeah, big win. I can see Agenom abusing this in some of his builds, you know. This is such an Agenom decoration when I saw it, yeah. No, very, very good.
With so much glowy stuff, this is amazing.
Yeah, very, very good. Then another fern is the Silver Lady Fern, which is from the mall. I've seen that before. Then we have the Sunlight Fresh Cone, which is a green small texture with a white, like a slight white light through it, which will be a nice detailing object, like very small, you know. Think of that. And then the next new items are the Vallis Ferns. So again, blue items that glow in the dark. So like you know, like almost techie looking plants. So
Alice Fun will also be awesome.
Oh, yep. We'll get that.
Let me see.
then
Oh, this goes quite big too. This is amazing.
The ferns are big, yeah.
Yeah, I can already see dragon hair and stuff like.
Oh, yeah.
Perfect.
Especially if it's dark. A nice, I love purple decorations, is the Vallis Mycelium Reed as well. It's got purple lights on it, which is quite nice. So it can go well with the mushroom fungus that we've both used for many of our builds. Then also as well, white lights, Vallis Reed Patch, again, go in the dark white lights, which again is just Subnautica all over. And there's a...
This can also be used like some sort of stars as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, like guys, hairs are now a thing, like honestly.
Yep. And not the hairs you're talking about, Fair. Bad down, yep. So yeah, no, there's different scales, which is great. And then we
amazing.
Have two of the weirdest plants, because I think they're bugged, is the sapling fold, and they're like, yeah, they're cursed.
They just bend to the right.
Yeah, they just bend to the right, yeah. There's like a magnet pulling them in, yeah. Then we have the Vallis Underbrush, which has glow-in-the-dark orange lights as well. And blue lights, so it's a combination of blue and orange lights.
Yeah, but this one is not as useful, I think, because it's
not
like
as
so
useful.
spread out.
But if, say, you wanted to make a dark build and have, say, like some fire embers.
Yeah, but this is clearly just a texture item.
Oh,
I can see this being used on any sculpt or something like.
Yeah, but it's still got some use if you can find a way to use the lights.
Yeah,
Then we're on the last couple of items. So we have the Western Moss, which is quite a nice item, you know, like used for the shadow art. Then we have the Pine Trees, which for some reason are trying to also loop to the right as well. Like there's a magnet pulling all the trees away. And these are from the Plains of Eidolon. The Pine Tool is great. I do like the Pine one, yeah. They're great. And
okay, small disappointment. I mean, yeah, great that like nature builds will be no problem from now on. I mean, they never were, but they are kind of monotone. Now you can like really fool around with them. I wish we would have more like driftwood or deadwood textures. That would be nice.
Yep. I mean, they've solved the fact that there's been no green in the dojo for a long time, and they've done that. They just now need more bone textures, basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of bone. And lastly, we have two other... So we have the classic Zariman foliage, which we've seen everywhere. So it's basically a big version of the bush you can get in your orbiters. Mm-hmm. And then we have the yellow daisy cluster as well, which, again, little yellow plants.
Awesome.
So, yeah, way over 200 items. So yeah, like honestly, it's such a quality of life update for lots of different things, lots of different... The Zariman stuff is nice because you can blend it in with pretty much everything. And then the nature stuff can also be used for sculpting details of hairs and furs and stuff like that as well. So absolutely amazing. I love this update. And I love building environments, and you know, so I'm now spoiled with choice for what I can make things with because I like texturing my rooms. And beforehand, it felt like I had to be super creative, and I am going to still be super creative because I'm not going to be lazy and place one tree for one tree. But in some cases now, you could easily just place one tree and save 30 cap as opposed to having to handcraft a tree. Yeah. So that's nice. And just green in the dojo. Thank God they added some green goddamn trees. Like I've been... Yeah. They're actually green. They're green. There's yellow, orange, red. They've done well. They've literally looked at every plant in the game and just said, "I'll just screw it, add it." Just add it. Yeah. And
now do the same with triangles.
and like to be honest, like It feels like such a W update because we got new things regardless of the things we're like working on the dojos. We got new stuff for vegetations and stuff like that. We also got a lot of stuff that are good for sculpting, even on a smaller scale. We got a lot of decorations that scale small. We got a lot of decorations that are good for architectural builds. It's regardless of your next build, you'll have something new to look forward to with these decorations, basically.
Yeah. I'm just showing off the trees here as just a cluster, so you can see that there's a lot of variety, and Mad's only brought out like a very slim selection of the trees as well. So there's trees that can be used for small rooms, big rooms, medium-sized rooms, like different textures and light colors. And so yeah, a lot of nice layering and detail-orientated stuff in this. Yeah, I'm very
And they're
happy
all
with.
high quality as well.
Yeah, the only thing is obviously most of the trees seem to be rooting right for some reason. I mean, some of them stand straight up, but whenever there's any wind, it's like
They're
there's a
all
magnet.
right-wingers.
Yeah, they're all far right. Yeah, far right trees. Yeah, but no, there's a ton of selection options. But yeah. So, guys, like we did last time. But what are your favorite decorations from this update? What have you most looking forward to using? Or
Definitely the Zariman handle. Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
yeah, the Zariman handle definitely is probably in all of our top threes.
I really like the Zariman
This one,
pieces,
yeah.
like the planters, the staircases. Those are really going to be great for architecture builds.
Yeah. No, I really like
And
that,
new textures, especially new textures. Like
Yeah.
we desperately needed some new cool textures. Yeah.
Yep. And that was all stuff on the wish list. So yeah. I would also like to point out apparently Perzel pushes a lot for the new decorations. So thankfully we have ally in DE that wants us to have all these cool new things. So it is always much appreciated us, getting new items and stuff like that. And I know that you don't have to. It's obviously you're a shooter game, and decoration tends to be an afterthought in many respects because that's not what your core game audience is. But it is very appreciated to have all of these crazy new things.
I mean, I wouldn't say that. Like, I mean, we are growing constantly, and like we already have like 630 members on our Discord. We obviously got 3,000 subscribers, which like I didn't expect decorating content to work that well,
Yeah,
right?
but people want to do it. That's the thing.
And
The more people find out.
like I'm the feedback I see from other decorating discords as well is that more and more people are getting into this now, and especially now since they also dropped the Orbiter prices for Hombask. I think this will kick open the door for more decorators, so we can expect a little bit of more growth for this niche community.
Yep.
So the more we are and the more we voice our wishes, right? The more will be added, as we already see is happening or has been happening in the last year. Yeah, we just gotta signal to DE that there are people that are like really into this, and DE will listen.
Yep, and they're very good at studio for listening, and they always try and cater to everyone in the community as well. Yes.
100%.
So that's never ever been in doubt from anyone here as well. Yes, especially when they're giving us like the Silver Sailor plant and stuff like that, and which is so cool. But yeah, no, tons of new decorations. I'm interested to see how people are creative with these items because they're very sandbox items, and sandbox items are always good in the dojo when you can use them for like 10 different things. So yeah, I'm very interested to see what people cook up in their dojos.
We're gonna
with all of
have
this kind
a
of stuff.
fun year in the coming contests and like seeing how people are gonna use these stuff.
Yeah, and I've Fear Perfections also stated that the one thing we're now missing is water and actual windows.
Hey, to be fair, we have the makeshift Duviri. Was it the Duviri item? No, it wasn't
water?
Duviri, right?
No.
It was 1999. The makeshift window. Where is it? The one planter thing.
Oh yeah, it was further up the garden box. Yeah, so it was like the grow box, the grow bed. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah, the grow, garden bed. Yeah, there it is.
There it
garden
is,
bed.
yeah. Just turn it upside down. I mean, it's min scale small, so you could use this as a window very easily. So yeah, that would be quite a popular item, I think, for people-ish.
It's see-through, but has a barrier, so basically it works as a window.
Yeah. We'll take it. We'll take it at this point, yeah. But no, tons of good items. We've been going for a while, so hopefully it's fair. And again, rest in peace, Pyro, to do his guides. We'll promote them on our channel as well when they're out. But yeah, any closing thoughts, gentlemen, or are we good to go?
Okay, Faith, one last question before we close. Do you think we should, like, clean up or in this room, or should we just leave it to Mickey?
Leave it for Mickey, yeah.
All right, perfect.
We're going to be bad house guests, yeah. The thing is, will she find this room? Probably no. But yeah, but no, yeah.
We'll just spam more trees.
Yeah, just... No, man, you just need to keep spamming the super big one. Yep.
Yeah.
Like
what I'm doing.
But yeah, no, it gets for
Goodbye!
But yeah. I can't actually see anything anymore. But no, well, whilst Mad is destroying the mushroom garden, if you haven't, please subscribe to our YouTube channel for more decorating content as well, and also for PyroRock9876, who's actually going to do all of the updated vendor guides for this update, which he's definitely going to have a nightmare making, so don't envy him on that one. And yeah, I guess that's it. We'll see you soon, and you know, let us know what you'll be making, and come into our Discord and share with your builds and stuff. Yeah, we always like seeing new people's stuff. So yeah, right. Bye everyone.
Bye bye.